So I'm going to give you guys a few minutes. It's about 9:29. I'm a minute early. We're going to get this started at about 9:33. So if you guys just hang tight there, and if you can do me a favor, just put in the chat box. Hey, Ross, how's it going, buddy? I've got your recording already, so we've started the meeting. So if you're already here, if you guys can do us a favor and in the chat box put your name and where you're from, and we'll welcome you to the training. So we'll give it a couple more minutes. I really appreciate you guys joining the training here. Really excited about what we're going to be sharing with you today. So we got about a minute. We got a minute going in. We're going to get started in a couple of minutes. Welcome to the training, Joe from Texas. John from Tennessee, welcome. Welcome to the training. Got a couple more minutes and we're going to get started. I'm really excited about what we're going to be sharing with you guys tonight. Most everybody here got invited by either myself, my wife Christina Schlenk, and of course Ross here. April, welcome to the training from Georgia. Hey, Myra.
Hi, guys. I'm a little bit late.
No problem. We've got a couple more minutes. Welcome people to the training here, and we're going to get started. Got some good information, too, I'm really excited about to share with you towards the end. Tony from Arizona, welcome to the training. We got one more minute, and we're going to go ahead and get started. You guys, welcome to the 5,000 to 10,000 additional likes on your Facebook business fan page. Mary from PA, welcome to the training. All right, we got less than a minute to go, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Really excited about what I'm about to show you. All right, Amanda from Hartford, welcome to the training. Jean from Florida, welcome to the training. I'm really excited about sharing with you guys the 5,000 to 10,000 likes in 3 days, $100 ad spend. Lauren from Atlanta, welcome to the training. All right, we got a few more seconds and we're going to keep on, and then we're going to go ahead and get started on this. I'm really excited. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with this. Let me go ahead and spotlight my video. All right, guys, I appreciate your time. Welcome to this training. My name is Richard Schlenk. I'm the link to your online marketing success. Hey, listen, I've been in this industry for about, going on 2 years now. My wife and I, Christina Schlenk, we invested in ourselves a little over 2 years ago on learning everything we can about online marketing. We went to a school over in Scottsdale, Arizona. We learned so much over there. And of course, we took other classes as well, learned other things too. And in the meantime, we've met so many great people. And part of my team here right now, you guys can get back on. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the things. We'll introduce everybody here. Ross and Myra, welcome to the training. I'm excited to have you guys on here. I've met both Ross and Myra at this school that we learned everything that we're going to share with you about the business, about online marketing, and also, of course, this whole package that we're giving you for the free training. But go ahead and introduce yourself, Ross.
Good evening, people. We're coming live tonight, and we welcome everyone to this training this evening. Hopefully, you're going to get out of it what we hope you will get out of it, and that is, I won't let the cat out of the bag. Rich is about to give you the training of your life. Myra?
Hi, guys. My name is Myra Rosario, and I am from Connecticut. Like Rich was saying, we all met at at a very unique school that he's going to be talking to you about. And ever since then, we've been teammates and we have collaborated together. I'm bringing this information over to you guys. So grab your pens and paper and get ready for some wonderful information. See you soon.
All right, thanks, guys. I appreciate your time. I really appreciate you being on this training with me. But let me go ahead and get started. So what you signed up for was free training on step-by-step on how to get between 5,000 to 10,000 additional likes. Now, before I jump into the training itself, let's talk a little bit about that and why it's important. Now, if you do research on any of these Facebook likes and campaigns and so forth, pardon me, it goes back and forth. You know, some people say it's awesome. Some people say, no, it doesn't make a big difference. But here's what I truly believe. And I believe that the likes is your foundation. It's like what your house is built on. It's the foundation on it. And here's what I mean by that is, let's just say you're a realtor, okay? You've got your fan page right here, your Facebook business fan page right here. And I look at a lot of business fan pages, and for the most part, there's people that have less than 1,000 likes. Maybe a couple hundred is what a lot of people that I've seen have, and it's because of their network of their circle of network is where all these people are liking their page, their family members, their mother, their friends, their business partners, their business friends, and that's all that they're able to get, about a couple hundred, because that's how many a lot of people for the most part have with their friendship and so forth. You look at this second Facebook fan page, another realtor, your competitor. And your competitor actually took my free course here or hired my agency to do the like campaign, to do all their Facebook marketing. And that's one of the biggest things that we do at the very beginning is to get the likes up. So they've got about 5,000 plus likes on there. You're a very busy person, just like anybody else in the world is, do you have time to go and read all the posts? Do you have time to get to know that person? So what you're going to initially do is you're going to look at the likes. And the likes is just, it's that social proof that you know what you're talking about. So between those two, the person with only a couple hundred likes or the person with thousands of likes, they took this course here, they took this free training, they hired me or hired Ross or Myra to manage that campaign and their Facebook ads for them. Which one of these two would you choose? Now, most people would choose the one that has all the likes. So from that point forward, they're giving you their time. And then it's up to you from that point forward to go ahead and get them to trust you, to like you, and then, of course, be their client or you sell them a home, whatever it is that you want to do. So let's go ahead and jump in. So that's really important for the likes. Let me go ahead and share my page here. And what we're going to do, all right, there we go. So you guys can see my likes here. I can't see any of the other people here, but hopefully you guys can see my likes. If you guys can just come on just really quick, say, hey, Rich, I can't see your page. But we'll go ahead and get started here. So this is my wife's fan page that we've got up and running. It's a lot of things that we promote on here. And what you do first, the very first thing you want to do when you do this like campaign is you have to have the ad. So we're going to go ahead and work on the ad right now. This right here is a fantastic program, a free program. It's canva.com, canva.com. And what this is you're able to take these pictures that you take, pictures you download from the internet, as long as they're free copy, free pictures you can use and not get in trouble for. You can put words in it. You can do a whole bunch of little different things, and they're completely sized for that social media. So, for instance, we're going to do a Facebook ad. So I'm going to click on Facebook ad right here. It's going to come up, and then the next step is we're going to choose the background color. And here it is right here on this left side here, background. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to choose yellow. Trust me, the yellow is going to get people's attention. We've ran this. The people that we learned this from has run it for a lot of different people, and yellow gets the most reaction whenever you're trying to get likes. The next thing you want to do is you want to come up with a 5 to 6 word motivational phrase. you're more than welcome to use this one here. This one worked really well for us. And of course, we test all the time. So if you've got a specific one that you want to use, test it. See if it's going to work. If it doesn't work, go use another one. You can do this like campaign multiple times. You don't have to just do it for once, but you need to at least do it one time to get the 5,000 to 10,000 likes for that foundation. And that foundation, from that point forward, anything you do with your fan page, whether it's paid advertising or just the regular posts, the organic advertising or organic searches and so forth, when those people, brand spanking new, green person, goes to your page and they see that you've got 5,000, 10,000 likes, they've got the social proof that they're going to give you their time. All right, so here's what we're going to do. After you choose the yellow background, you go ahead and hit the text right here. And we're going to do subheading, this middle one here. You don't want it too big. This one right here is going to be perfect. And what you'll do is go ahead and type the 5-word phrase. And what we're going to do is we're going to type this one that we've been using. And it's worked really well for us. It's nothing worth having comes easy. I'm going to go ahead and capitalize this too. Oops. Okay. Now, if you've noticed, this thing's not centered. So we got to center this thing so it's not going to be balanced right there. That looks good. And then from here, we're going to hit download. And then just go ahead and keep it right here on the PNG file. Hit download. Now this next part right here is it's going to go directly to your file folder, your download folder, so wherever it is. It's going to be different on every computer, so you'll have to go through there. And then one of the other things that I forgot to mention, I'm going to go through this step by step to make sure that you know how to run this campaign. But there's 2 things that I'm going to assume that you already know how to do. And that's one of the things that I put on our little landing page. It says that this is going to be one of the best trainings you're ever going to have, because a lot of the trainings I've been on, they promise a whole lot at the very beginning. And then when you get in on the training, they just give you just a little bit. And then at the end, they pitch you to buy a course that gives you the details that they promised they were going to give you. I'm going to give you the details on here on how to run this campaign yourself, but I'm going to assume 2 things. One, you have a Facebook fan page or a business page, okay? If you don't have one, Google it. It'd be really easy. People have videos all over Google, all over the search engines for you to set one up, okay, or YouTube it. The second thing I'm going to assume is that you have a business ads manager. Same thing. That's going to take too long for me to train that to you. So just go Google that. Once you get those 2 things, you can follow this training step by step and run the campaign for you. So, all right, the next step after we've got the ad, we're going to go ahead and go to the fan page again. And down here, bottom left side says promote. Go ahead, click promote. And then the first one, promote your page. We're going to click that. Okay. And right in here, this top part, add creative. Let's go ahead and change that really quick. I'm going to click on it here. And we're going to change this. And we're going to write something here really quick. I do apologize. It's taking me a little bit. My notes on the other page, I clicked the wrong button. It went away. So we're going to hit click. Click like page to like this page if you agree. That simple, okay? And then the next step is we're going to upload the photo. And on the photo, hit upload. And then we'll go find it. And it's most likely it's going to be in your downloads. It may be different, depends on your computer. Mine shows up on my downloads. Here it is right here. Today's the 19th. So I'm going to hit open. There we go. So we've got the ad up and running right here. So the next step is we're going to scroll down. We're going to go ahead and keep the targeting the way it's set up right here. We're going to change that in the ads manager. We're going to change your budget to $20. I told you we're going to run this for 3 days with $100 ad spend. And I'll explain the ad spend in just a sec. And then if you've got multiple pages here, choose the one you're going to have. We're going to go ahead and choose this one here. And I'm going to hit promote. All right, and that's going to get in there, come in. So our next step is to go to the Facebook Ads Manager. And I end up putting it on my personal page instead of my business Ads Manager, so I'm having to go back into that really quick here. Just hold tight for me. I do apologize for that. I'm going to hit see more, and then it's going to go. Okay, so Business Manager. I'm going to go to Power Editor. I absolutely love using Power Editor. The only way that you can use Power Editor is through a Business Ads Manager. And what you're able to do is you're able to build your ad campaign, and it's not immediate, meaning that you have to hit the next button or the review draft changes for it to become active. So here's the one right here. We got promoting Christina Schlenk. So I'm going to change this. Okay, turn that off. And what we're going to do here is we're going to say like campaign. You can name it whatever it is that you want to name it. Okay, from campaigns, I've got it highlighted right here, this check mark box. I've already renamed it. I'm going to hit ad set, the ad set level right here. Click on the checkbox. Click on edit right here. And here's where we're going to make the magic happen. So when I learned how to do this, it was a 3-day program. You had to come back to this Ads Manager every day or for 3 days to set things up. But what I do is I like to automate things. So I'm going to teach you how to automate this right now to where you get it set up today. It's going to automatically do the next step tomorrow. It's going to automatically do the third step 3 days from now. And all you have to do is just keep an eye on it. Make sure that your likes are around a penny a like. At the very beginning, it's going to start off, around 4 or 5 cents a like, and then it's going to start heading down. So within 12 hours, you can get around 2 cents a like. And then by the time the 24-hour period mark comes, you'll have a penny a like. And then that's going to get you to the 5,000 to 10,000 likes. So we're going to keep everything the same on the budget. Here's where we're going to change. This is where the automation goes into. So it's going to start today. Right now, it's 9:45 my time here, Central Time Zone. But for whatever reason, I got this set up when I was over in Arizona. And at that time, Arizona was a Pacific Time Zone. So that's how it's set up. And I didn't change it. My bad. So I just kept it the same. So what we're going to do, and I'm really anal on this because I forgot to do this and I did it wrong. And one of my campaigns ran for an extra day. I caught it halfway through the day and turned it off. So if you only want to spend $100, you got to make sure this is how you do it. So today's the 19th. I click right here on the 19th. So 24 hours. This time will be the 20th. That's the first one. The 21st is the second one. The 22nd is the third one. So I'm going to click on 22nd. It's going to run through there. I'm going to keep this the same at 45 p.m. Let's go down to the audience. Now, on the audience, most likely on yours, since I've already ran this, it automatically goes worldwide. So I'm going to click out of here so that it's going to look just like yours. It should say U.S. only, most likely. Just X mark like I did the worldwide. Type right in here where it says type to add more locations. You want to type in worldwide and in the region. You click on that. It's going to come up with the whole world. Now, we're going to go ahead and exclude certain countries because you want to get the least amount cost per click, because what we're doing, our goal is to get 5,000 to 10,000 likes. So we don't want to pay a lot for these clicks because it's more just for the social proof, the foundation of of your page so that when someone looks at it, your existing customer later, or your potential customer, they see that you've got over 5,000, 10,000 likes, and they end up giving you the time of day. So right here, right under worldwide, you're going to have include. Just hit the drop-down menu box and hit exclude. Now we're going to exclude some countries here. We're going to start off with excluding the United States. We're going to exclude Canada. We're going to exclude United Kingdom. There it goes. And then we're also going to exclude Australia. All right, you guys got that going. Okay, so let's go a little bit further down. Scroll down. Keep the ages the same, 18 to 65 plus. Most likely on yours, it's going to say all. I want you to change that to women. And then we're also going to change the detailed targeting. So let me tell you a story about the detailed targeting. When I first started running this campaign on my own, and I was doing it for people, they were paying me to run this campaign for them. At the very beginning, I just kept everything the same because Facebook, if you're able to, they know what they're doing. So they tend to show the appropriate people your ad, and you let them optimize it. But it was a realtor, and there was a whole bunch of different things with Zillow and all these other real estate terms. And since I was picking worldwide, I guess people around the world don't really like Zillow and so forth. So within 12 hours, I was looking at it the very next morning, and I was getting about 4 cents a like still. You know, by then it should be about 2 cents, 3 cents, 2 cents. I was getting 4 to 5 cents a like. So I was starting to panic. I was like, oh no, because when I run this ad for people and they pay me, I guarantee that I'm going to get them at least 5,000 likes or they don't pay me. And I was a little worried. I did the math. I was like, okay, if it keeps on going this way, am I going to hit the 5,000 in 3 days? And I wasn't. So I changed the interests. And this interest right here does really well. So you guys have pen and paper, write this down. Go ahead and change the interest to motivation, personal development, public figure, YouTube, and then also entrepreneurship, okay? All right, this next section right here, keep everything the same. And then on the placements, what you want to do is you want to hit edit placements. A lot of this stuff is going to be already automatic because it's a like campaign. I want you to take off and uncheck the right column. You just want it to be on the news feed. And then everything else, you keep the same. Let me keep on going. Okay, that's it. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna click this arrow button up here just next to editing ad set. Make sure that we don't have any red marks, nothing. So I'm gonna hit review draft items and confirm. So that's the first step, okay? It's gonna run 3 days, $20 each day on this ad set. Here's the automation. Instead of waiting until 24 hours later coming in here, what you want to do is you want to do it now so you don't have to worry about it tomorrow. I'm under the ad set level here in this tab. I've got the check marked on the ad set name. I'm going to hit duplicate, and we're going to duplicate this. Keep everything the same. Hit duplicate. 1, you don't want it to do more than 1. All right, it's almost done. What we're going to do, we're going to change the name. I'm going to just take off copy, and I'm going to put add to. We're going to keep the budget the same, but here's the difference is we're going to make this start 24 hours from now. So on the scheduled start date, instead of today, we're going to make this start tomorrow, and we're going to make this start at 7:45 p.m. So it's a full 24 hours. It's going to end automatically because we set this up already. And then we're going to have one more change. The audience is going to be the same the way we had it set up. We have women here, but here's where we're going to change it because this, anytime you do this, is one of the things that advice I have for you whenever you do ads. You always want to check and double check the placements because it always goes to automatic placements automatically no matter what, even if you've duplicated it. So go to here, edit placements, and uncheck the right column, which it's already unchecked, so that's good. But it would have doing the automatic placements, and we don't want to do that. All right, and everything else is the same. I'll hit review draft items, hit confirm, and that's it. It's gonna be approved in just a little while. Sometimes it could take an hour, sometimes 10 minutes. Most likely it's going to be a lot less than that. And if it goes a little bit longer, then it goes a little bit longer. You just want to make sure it's going to be running for 3 full days. That first one that you do is going to be the 3 full days. That's 20, 20, and 20. And then the second ad is going to start on the second day. It's going to be 20 and 20. So that's $100 total is what you're going to be spending. So I'm pretty excited. You guys are going to be able to do this. So you've got homework to do. You got to make sure you have a Facebook fan page, okay? And then you have to have a business ads manager. So let me go ahead and bring back our panelists here, Myra and Ross. If you guys can come back and tell me what you think about the training. What are you guys excited about? Ross, you're on. Let me go ahead and make you the spotlight. Go ahead, Ross.
Rich, that was awesome. The training was probably one of the best training that I've ever attended. And of course, I've been attending this now since when did we start?
We started on Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Night, yeah.
Yeah. So the more I listen, the more I learn, and hopefully, all of our people on the webinar with us this evening. How many of you think that this was one of the best trainings you've ever attended? Let's put a 1 in the chat mark. Look at all those ones, Rich. Look at all those ones. Probably one of the best webinars they've attended also. So hopefully, again, Rich will reiterate what he said before. And if there's anything that you don't understand, reach out to us.
Yep. Myra, are you still there?
I'm still here. Can you guys hear me? Something's wrong with my audio.
I can hear you. We definitely can hear you, except for when you're rubbing your hand against the mic.
Sorry about that. I'm just trying to figure this out.
We don't see you.
Your camera's not working right now.
I know my camera's not working, but that's okay. I'm still here. I'm very excited. Like I said before, we're all still learning as we go along. So very excited. A lot of people online asking questions. So I am answering as many questions as I can right now.
Okay, I appreciate you doing that for us. Now, one more thing I want to do. I know I want to show you the case studies that I have ran for people for this really quick, and then answer any of the remaining questions. So let me go ahead and share my screen really quick, and we're going to be done in about 2-3 minutes on this training here, and then we've got a treat for you guys. So let me share this. Okay, I've got my files here, as many as I can fit in, and I'm not going to show all 7 of these. We've got a lot more that we've run. But let me start off with, this is a realtor here locally. And when I first met her, she only had 1,176 likes. Now that's pretty good for most people. Most people I see a couple hundred or so. So she had a good start. But in 3 days' time, we were able to get over 5,000 additional likes for her. So she ended up with 6,120 likes. Let's go over here to this next one here, Beach Connection. So these are different niches you've seen. This Beach Connection is a not do it yourself. They do work for people in their houses, a handyman kind of business, and they started off with just 220 likes, which is typical whenever I look at some of these. And when we started the campaign 3 days later, and you can see the dates here, I haven't done the dates for you, but they had 7,535 likes by the time that these 3 days were over. Right here, we've got this one. This is our page, Christina's page. When we ran this, when we first started this thing, we only had 5 likes because we just started it. And at that very time that we started, we went ahead and did this campaign. This is very important. Anytime you have these fan pages, you want to get those likes up and running as fast as possible, because that's going to give you your social proof. So we started off with 5 people, and by the time we ended it, we ended up with over 8,000 likes. 8,096 when it was all said and done. Now this here, remember I told you, you got to keep an eye on the dates. I ended up spending an extra $6 And they got the 8,096. Maybe the 96 likes were the extra $6. So I'm going to show you one more, and then I'm going to answer any of the remaining questions. I'm going to show you two more. The event room, this right here, is here locally where we live. They've got an event room where they do a lot of different events, and I mean, fantastic room here. If you guys have a chance to go visit them, that she would definitely appreciate it. LaShonda over there. She started off with a little over 1,000 likes, and by the time we were done with it, we had over 8,348 likes in 3 days flat. And then the last one, this one right here, a realtor out of California. This is a gentleman I told you that I was scared I wasn't going to be able to get his like campaign up to 5,000. I made the change. He started off with a little over 1,000 likes, and by the time it was all said and done in 3 days, I was able to get 8,000 likes on this thing. So I was able to recover from that first 12 hours because I didn't have the right interest in there. Use those interests that I showed you, and you will most likely hit over 5,000 likes. So let me go ahead and stop sharing my page. And Myra, I know the last couple of days they were asking some questions on do I even have you? I've got you on here.
I'm here.
Did someone ask that question about what if they don't have time to go through Google? I don't know.
Yeah, well, remember that we mentioned it at the beginning of the
Oops, we can't hear you good, Myra. Your mic's not working good. There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's not working really good, but that's fine.
Hello?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
You're on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very soft, very soft.
Okay, I'll try to talk loud, but can you hear me now?
Yes.
Well, remember that you were saying at the beginning of the webinar that to make sure that people have already their business manager going, and if you didn't know how to do that, well, guys, we are trained to do that. We went, like Richard has said before, we went to a school that we were taught and doing all this. So if you guys are having problems with it, and it's a little bit time consuming if it's your first time, please, hire us to do the job for you. And like we said before, we will do the campaigns for you, and we will do the likes campaign also if you will like.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. That's a really good thing. I trained you how to do everything step by step. But if you don't have the time to go and Google the stuff on how to do your fan page, or go and do the ads manager, we do this. We charge customers for this. And if you guys don't mind, we normally charge $500 for this. Is it okay if we offer the people on this training half off if they were to hire us to do this like campaign?
Absolutely. We'll give you 50% off only the people that are in this webinar. So people, take advantage of this, and hit one of us up. You have our phone numbers. If not, email us.
Yep, and we'll go ahead and do it. And then what we're going to be doing for you for that $250, if you don't have time, we're going to make sure that you've got your fan page up and running. We're going to make sure that you've got your ads manager up and running correctly. We're going to set up different ad accounts just in case that Facebook completely bans your account or shuts down your ads account. It may happen. You just never know. They do a lot of changes. So what we do is we set you up multiple ad accounts within the business ads manager. You don't put a credit card on those, but at least it's there available just in case you get shut down, and then you're not dead in the water. You can just go ahead and start doing, open up the other one, put a new credit card in there, and start going with your ads again and going. And then also too, if you run into any problems like what I did, I ran into a problem the first 12 hours. So I had to go in there and make changes to make sure that we got 5,000 to 10,000 likes. So that's one of the things that we'll be able to do for you as well. Now, I told you guys that we're going to give you a treat. Now, I'm really excited about this. I was just on a webinar just before this training that I'm hosting about some of the details. So let me go ahead and get into this page. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again. Okay, and it's not there. So we'll just go ahead and go. See, I've got two screens and I'm going to a different screen. That's so crazy. All right, so let me pull this up really quick. Now, this is the school that we went to. I want to introduce to you the school that we learned everything on here. And that's the name of the school is Techademics. It's over there in Scottsdale, Arizona. And they've revamped everything from the time that we first initiated or invested ourselves in their programs and all their teachings. And what they've done is they've got success paths here. And the success path is basically kind of like a degree in like the regular college world and so forth. So there's 16 different individual success paths right now, and they're in the process of making a lot more. They're going to be available next year, and they keep on going. What's really cool about all this stuff is technology changes, and they keep up with technology. So if there's something that happens differently with Facebook, or if there's some other social media that just starts being really, really hot, then they're going to have a training for you to do. And there's 16 different ones here. I'm just going to go through a few of them here. Agency startup. So if you want to do an agency, like my wife and I, we have an agency. We're going to be taking all of these courses. They've had a couple of these already that we've taken, but they've got a lot more coming on in 2018. And we're really excited about taking these courses because I want to make sure that I know more than my clients. You know, this is all up to date. We've got digital asset broker. What this is if you've got an e-commerce store or maybe a website that you bought and you've made some changes, made it better, and then you want to sell it for a profit. This is what they do. They make sure that you know how to get everything set up on the front end so that you get the best money when you try to sell it. Digital marketing for entrepreneurs. This right here would be just for anybody, whether you have a brick and mortar store, or you have a business, brick and mortar, or you have an online business. This right here is going to teach you marketing, digital marketing, so you can go out there and do it yourself. Or if you do hire somebody, you know a lot about it, that they're not taking you to the cleaners, that they're charging you thousands of dollars, and they don't really know what they're doing. So you can really get people to make sure that they're not taking to the cleaners, basically. Drone pilot. This is really cool. Currently now you can have your own drone and fly it yourself, but if you want to do it as for a living and charge people, you have to have a license, and this is what this does here. And they do more than just teach you how to do this and get you your license. They help you set up your own business. They help you set up everything to where you're going to do all the advertising, get all the clients and so forth for this. Ecom foundations, ecom management, ecom mastery. You can learn anything about ecom, whether you want to manage it for people or you want to do it yourself, have your own store. Email marketing, Facebook ad specialist, lead generation, pay-per-click, online marketing strategist or specialist. There's so many different things in here. Anything that you need to know about online marketing, the online digital world is right here. And what's really cool is they've got, I'm trying to think where it was. They showed the team. I may not be able to find it here, but they've got the instructors. I'm gonna go ahead and get Ross back on. Ross, if you can uncheck for me.
To Richard.
Okay. Hey, Ross, tell me a little bit about. I think I've got you. Go ahead and start talking. I'll just cancel Spotlight video.
I have you. I'm on. You hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. All right.
Okay.
Tell me about the instructors, because I know we had some really good instructors when we first started this past year and a half or so. You know, you've seen the list of the instructors. What do you say?
The instructors that we had were outstanding. The instructors for 2.0, which, as Richard has talked about, they've expanded to 16 pathways. Now, the people that are now teaching these courses are very successful, 7- and 8-figure earners, people who have started their own businesses, people who have, we've been introduced to people. This one person does the ads for the largest Shopify store online presently, making probably $30 million a month. His ad budget for them is probably $6 to $7 million a month. So you can imagine learning techniques from this individual. he's only one of many when you're looking at these course offerings. Outstanding. And we are fortunate to have right now lifetime access to all these courses. And I know Rich wants to get into a little bit about that. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag as I've done the last couple nights, but I get excited about talking about Techademics and their offerings. And I just want to mention, prior to Rich coming back on, think about education costs today. A state university, state colleges probably cost $25,000 to $30,000 a year, probably without room and board. You're looking at private universities that are $100,000 plus. Now, when you look at what is being offered at Techademics, and they are in the process of probably being the first, think about it, the first recognized online marketing school in the country, digital online marketing. This is the future, people. Rich, I don't want to go any further. I know you have a little bit more that you want to talk about before
I hear you. I'm sharing the screen, so I'll go ahead and take over for now.
Robert Nava, there's one.
I found it. I found it. That these are the instructors. Robert Nava, he's the one who has been teaching us on the e-commerce world right now. His story is incredible. You'll have to definitely get in touch with him whenever you guys get involved with this. But it's just crazy on how awesome these are. Like Kenny Stevens here, and Josh right here, Joshua. Them two, I think they're business partners, but they're the ones that Ross just mentioned. That they've got an e-commerce store that they manage all the ads for, that bring in $1 million a day in sales. Oh my God, that's awesome. And they just started one. It's in one of our groups, our private groups. They just started a page, a store in Shopify. And I think the very first day they got $10,000 in sales. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
No, they started a store like 2 days ago, and by the second day they were already at $7,000 in sales.
Yeah, I think it was in one day. They're not going to update it as fast as possible, but in one day they're able to do that. That's just incredible. And they've got all these other people here that's going to be teaching everything, and these are just top-notch teachers. And I'm really excited about that. So let's go ahead and let's go into the tuition packages. Okay, right now they've got 2 tuition packages. The first one is called Accelerate. Now keep in mind what Ross just mentioned about was the cost and everything. Okay, when you go to a traditional school, you're paying about $25,000 or more for this, and you have to do it for 4 full years before you get your degree. And I know in my situation, when I went to college, I went the fast route. So I got my bachelor's in 8 years flat, the fast route, right? And I spent about 40 grand on mine. So I ended up paying it off on my student loans. And luckily for me, I majored in business. It was wide enough to where I can do whatever it was I wanted to do in the world out there. Some of you guys out there, your kids, you yourself, take classes and you choose a path in the regular college world that by the time you graduate, you've got a huge bill if you weren't fortunate to have the money there, the scholarships to get it going. And you right now in today's time, you're not able to find a job. And it's just crazy that happens. You guys saw all the different classes that they have available in Techademics. These are the things to do for entrepreneurial digital management or digital marketing. You can use this whether you own your own business or you do it for a company. You do it for a small brick and mortar store. Make them the rock stars of that niche in that area because you're going to learn everything here. So on the Accelerate plan, what they're going to do is they're going to give you 10 classes, and you're able to attend these classes at the school itself over in Arizona, Scottsdale, Arizona, at the main campus. And they're in the process right now of having another campus in Phoenix, over in the tech world, the tech industry there. And that's going to be launching very soon, and you'll be able to take courses there. And of course, they're going to be doing it throughout the United States. I heard some rumors that they might do it in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that they do Atlanta, Georgia, because that's really close to where I am. And since, like what Ross said earlier, since we were one of the first alumni members that invested in this, we have lifetime access to this. Lifetime access, which is really cool. And it also, too, is on this plan here, you'll have access to other classes if you wanted to upgrade. So this is such a great deal. The next plan here is the monetized plan. Monetized plan is the whole kit and caboodle. You're like getting your bachelor's, basically, your master's in this. You get a full 30 courses, which is one of those pathways. And you're able to go in there, and you're able to physically be there. Take the classes, you sign up for it, or you can do the live stream. It's available with the other program too on those 10 classes. But this isn't just your regular live stream. The way that their technology is set up is you're able to participate like you're in the class, but you're just in the computer, so you can ask questions. They've got a moderator on the other side that's going to get in touch with the instructors if you have a question and so forth. And then also, too, you have access. This is the difference on the monetize. You have access to the recordings for reference and all that stuff. So, so let me go ahead and unshare my screen really quick, and we're going to talk a little bit about this on the value. And this alone, I haven't mentioned the pricing on here. But what do you think the value of this? I mean, compared to what Ross was talking about, a standard education that most likely, unless you go into the master's or doctorate level, a lot of the businesses out there and the jobs available, they're not going to get you a lot of money. Would you guys agree?
Absolutely. I mean, Techademics, one of the things that really attracted me to them was that they have job placement also. When you go in there and you get certified in one of these paths, they're going to be having student match up with jobs opportunities that are going to be coming in. So, they're going to be matching that. So, I mean, they don't have that in college where I went. You were on your own.
Yeah, I know some of the technical schools have that. And with this here, too, I know they're planning on doing that. So we'll have to ask the question if they've got that available right now. Ross, you got any other questions? Or we're going to move on to the really exciting part, the cat out of the bag.
Let the cat out of the bag, Rich.
Let the cat out of the bag.
Hurry up.
You want me to let the cat out of the bag?
Go ahead, or else I'm going to do it.
All right, here we go. We are so excited on this right here. We told you that we have access to unlimited. Let me move this back over to the other screen. It's not sharing. Do you guys see it?
No.
How about now?
No.
No.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Now? Can you hear me?
Yeah. All right, here we go. I'm going to share the screen. You see it now?
Nope.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey guys, Jim Piccolo here, chairman of the board and co-founder of Techademics, and you have clicked on the bonus page for Accelerate. We're pretty excited. I don't know if you've heard my video before about the private equity company coming in and buying the assets of Techademics, but it's exciting stuff. And why do you care? This is exactly why you care, because for a limited time only, between the time we sign the LOI and the time that we close the transaction, everybody that purchases a product here, and in this case, Accelerate, gets an unlimited subscription for the digital viewing of all the classes going forward. That's forever. Imagine the value. Imagine the value of this product right here. 10 classes, right? But imagine then having the ability to see every class going forward. We've got 30 classes fully developed right now. We got 80 more coming your way. It's absolutely enormous. So take advantage of that bonus. Don't miss it and act now. We'll see you at Tech Week.
That is awesome. Who can say that is awesome? Man, it's crazy that they're offering that to everybody that signs up for this. I mean, that's just crazy. It's going to be till the end of December. You've got till the end of December to sign up for the Accelerate to be able to have, which he told you, you're going to have the 10 classes that you can physically go there. That's part of the package. But what you're going to get is you're going to get lifetime access to any of the streams, the live streams. So whenever any of these classes, all 30 of them that they've got right now, they've got a little bit more now. You can actually take all of them if you invest in this one-time Accelerate package. I mean, how much do you think that's worth? To have access to this the rest of your life on the Accelerate program, the live stream of anything that they do. I mean, that's worth thousands and thousands, tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's what I would agree. You don't have to worry about. Well, the price on this right now is $10,000. That is so minimum compared to what you're going to be getting with this. Imagine like what Ross was talking about, your 4-year college degree that you paid for. A lot of people paid $40,000, $50,000 total for that 4-year degree, or even more if you went to private colleges. But this program right here, it's just a measly $10,000. You have access to 10 physical classes you go to, and you have unlimited access to every single class that they go and every single class that they make from this point forward through the live stream. Myra, Ross, what do you guys say about this program?
And just think about what Rich just said. You have access to courses, not only what is being taught today and what's applicable today, but 5 years from now, as the market changes, you're going to be able to refresh and update your skills. Are you able to do that presently in colleges? No, you're there. And the book you're using probably was authored by a person 8 years ago, 9 years ago. And probably all of that information was outdated as you were learning it.
That's one thing about Techademics. They're always updating their websites. They're always updating their materials. So everything is nice and fresh. Facebook, their algorithms are always changing. So they're always up to speed on the information to relate it back.
Right, Myra.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And the information that you are going to be learning in these courses, once you've selected a path that you possibly want to be an online marketer, or one of the paths that you can become proficient, start your own ad agency. There are so many opportunities today, and this is going to be the future, people. Believe it. We've researched this. We've attended these classes. If you don't believe us, look at your malls today. They're all emptying out. Brick and mortar stores are disappearing. But the money isn't disappearing. People are still spending the money. Where are they spending it? Online.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the amount of money that was spent during the Thanksgiving holidays, where we had Black Friday, we had Cyber Monday, where we had people buying online. It's all you have to look at. And upcoming now for Christmas, how much money you think is going to be spent online? Great deal amount of money. So think about it. This is a great opportunity.
All right, thanks, guys. Now, one of the things that I wanted to talk about too is the very next package. What can top this? Well, let's talk about the Monetize. Let me go ahead and play this video here. Share the screen.
Hey guys, Jim Piccolo, chairman of the board and co-founder of Techademics, and thanks for clicking on the bonus section here for Monetize. You probably saw my video about what's going on with Techademics. We had a private equity company come in, we've signed a binding letter of intent, and they're buying us out in a very short period of time. Why do you care? Because if you're here on this page and you're looking at Monetize and you act now, you get all the bonuses below. That means you get digital access to all the classes going forward, everything that the new company is going to offer. You also get to attend live, unlimited scholarship for all the classes for as long as you want to keep coming back, you can come back. You get every piece of it. And the third part of the bonus is you actually receive the recordings of those classes as well. Now, what's the value? Imagine what the value is now with 30 classes and what you're paying for that. Project that forward and think, how much is it going to be worth to you in the future? Every single class we're going to offer, you have the chance to sit at home and watch it through the live stream, come and attend, and or watch it later. Don't miss out on this opportunity. We'll see you at Tech Week.
Now that is what I'm talking about. Did you hear that? Did you hear what he just said? This monetized program, you have
Lifetime membership.
Lifetime membership. You have access to physically go there on every single class. Now, you initially choose one of the pathways, but you can go to every single class that you have. Now, you can't go to it all in one shot. Your head's going to blow up, but you have access to everything. So no one is going to get anything up on you. Just make sure you take the classes. And more importantly, you have access to the recordings. You didn't have access to the recordings on Accelerate. With the Monetize, you do. How much is that worth? $100,000? $50,000? $150,000?
Well, what's 25 times 16? You got 16 pathways, right?
$400,000.
$400,000, right?
$400,000 if you were to take all 16 pathways. You know, what if you were able to go to your college that you went to and you're able to go to every single class there? How much would that cost you? It costs you thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. For this monetized program right now, it's a measly $25,000. That's it, $25,000, and you have access to all of this for the rest of your life, any of these things. And they're going to charge $25,000 at the beginning of the year just for 30 of them, just for one of those things. So after the beginning of the year, if you want to take all of them, it's going to cost you the way that they have it right now. They're going to have more than 16 later, but it'll cost you $400,000 for it. That's awesome. Talk to me, guys. What do you think?
Deal of the year. Right now, click on, get in touch with one of us. We'll put you in touch with Techademics and get you signed up right now. And the all-important thing, Rich, is the fact that Techademics right now, they may think $25,000 is a lot of money, but in reality, when you're looking in the future, it is not. Techademics right now, if you can't afford it, has loans available that you can get at a very reasonable rate. So again, don't let the money stop you, because when you're looking at your future, this is a drop in the bucket to what your potential earnings are. So again, get in touch with us if you have any questions. You have questions about getting loans so you can get right involved immediately before the end of the year.
Yep.
Very well said. I just wanted to add that, you know, what attracted me to this field was that I was able to, I needed a career change, and I wanted something that I was going to be able to be around for my family. I was a stay-at-home mom with my kids, so I was able to produce. At the beginning, it was very part-time. I was able to produce some money while my kids were at school, and I was able to get them off the bus and go to their school functions without asking my boss or anything. I was my own boss. So that's what was so good about it. So when Techademics came along, it was an opportunity for me to expand on something that I already knew a little bit of. You know, I knew a little bit about advertisement. So when I came into Techademics, and the sky was the limit for me. I learned so much, and most importantly, I met all my friends at Techademics and you guys. So, you know, I'm very proud to be here, and looking forward to the new year.
So, absolutely. I'm so happy that we've met you guys as well, and we're working with you. So I told you there was going to be a bonus. I was on a live before we started doing our free training. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you.
Okay. All right. It gave me a little message. All right. So I'm going to share my screen really quick. Now, I do understand a lot of people are saying, hey, you know, Rich, it's Christmas time. It's the end of the year. You know, we don't have, I mean, I see the value in the 10,000. I see the value in the 25,000, but right now I just can't cut that check. Well, one of our instructors over there and the person in charge of the students went to bat for us, and here's what she was able to get for us. So let me go ahead and share my screen. You guys can see this, right? So this is the very first package that she was able to get from us. So if this right here is for the people that aren't able to jump in right now. they're offering $1,000 class where you can choose two classes. You can go live on campus, or you can do live stream for 2 people. And oh, by the way, if you do purchase the Monetize or Accelerate package before the end of the year, it's for 2 people. So if you want to, you can get a business partner, and you guys can split the costs. So $25,000 will be half of that you'll have to pay. If you do the $10,000, it'll be half of that you'll have to pay, so you can get a business partner. It's for 2 people. So this right here, what they've got with this is you've got 90 days to redeem this, meaning that you have 90 days that you have to take those 2 live classes or the live stream. And in here, more importantly, right down here at the bottom, small little letters here, you have until January 31st to upgrade to either the Monetize or the Accelerate for the lifetime scholarship. They're extending it. So if you go ahead and commit right now and you're not able to commit for the full price right now, go ahead and commit for this one here, and you'll be able to go ahead and try to get the funding, within the next month. I know Ross said something about that you can get in touch with Techademics. Well, of course, we're going to get you in touch with them and see if they do have some financing available, but I don't know what the chances are of it being done by the 31st. So if you guys have this available right now, go ahead and lock yourself in so that you've got a whole another month through the 31st of January to get your funds available for you if you don't have it available. And then here's the second option right here. You can choose 5 classes for $2,500. You have live classes here. You can go there, or you can do the live stream. It's for 2 people. You have to redeem these within 6 months in order to take advantage of this, and you'll be able to do live stream. And then you can lock for the upgrade, the unlimited scholarship upgrade, up through February 28th. So you've got 2 months, full 2 months of trying to find the money, trying to get whatever it is if you happen to not have the money here. Let's go to the next one here. This one's the third option. You can do the $5,000 plan. It gives you 10 days live stream for 2 people. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, well, hey, 10 days or 10 classes, that's the Accelerate program. Well, yeah, that's the Accelerate program right here. $5,000, it's half price, but you're not going to get the unlimited lifetime access with it. So if you choose this, you've got 10 days right here, and you've got a whole year if you happen to not upgrade to take these 10 classes, and then you've got all the way through March 31st to make the decision if you want to go ahead and upgrade to the lifetime membership access. And what's really cool is the money that you invest in here, they're going to go ahead and apply it to whatever upgrade status that you go with, either the Accelerate plan that's the $10,000 for unlimited access to the live streams. Do you hear me? Unlimited access to the live streams. Or if you go up to the $25,000 program, whatever money of these 3 options that you choose, they're going to apply it to the remaining balance. So whatever the remaining balance is on the $25,000, and you have access to physically go to any of the classes. So if they happen to open up a campus near where you live, then you don't have to worry about flying over to Georgia or to Arizona. They don't have one in Georgia yet. I'm hoping that they do have Georgia because that's close to me. And then, that's it. That's just so awesome. I keep on saying awesome. I'm so excited about this. Hopefully you guys are going to be able to take advantage of this, get back in touch with us. And I want to thank you. And let me go ahead and bring our panelists back online. And then you guys just say your goodbyes, and then we'll go ahead and let these good people go.
Thank you for attending. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if we don't see you or talk to you again. But hopefully you'll get in touch with us so we can make the connections for you. And as Rich just presented to you, there's some great options for you. But if you can, I would recommend you looking at one of the Accelerate or Monetize packages. That is the deal of the year, believe me.
Hey guys, I really appreciate everyone in this webinar this evening. Do take into consideration everything that we have spoke about this evening. Anybody that has a small business, anybody that's a stay-at-home mom like I am, and wants to further and invest in themselves, this is a place to be. Good night, and have a great holiday if we don't get to touch bases back. Good night.
All right, guys, I appreciate your time. And then more importantly, again, gave you fantastic training on getting a jump start on the likes. Take a look at that. Give us a call if you need help getting that started and you want to hire us as going forward. And more importantly, just like Ross and Myra said, the Techademics is one heck of a deal. One-time pay. I mean, if you can just pay just one time $25,000 and then take care of your education for the rest of your life with this school, with Techademics, that's such an awesome deal. What if you do it and hook up your kids, get them up and running? If you've got a person, a high school or whatever it is. I mean, some of the classes, we saw some young kids in there. There was in middle school. Their parents made them partners, and they're having all these stores, these e-com stores working on it in high school. So think about that. Get your kids involved. Get yourself involved. There'll be one-time pay for the rest of your life to the end of December. Any questions, you guys get back in touch with one of us here, whoever invites you to this campaign or this free training. I appreciate you. Peace. God bless. And we'll talk to you soon, okay?